Devastating. Charlie Kirk's death changes everything plus widow vows his voice lives. On September 10th, 2025, the conservative movement was shaken when Charlie Kirk, co-founder of Turning Point USA and a prominent conservative voice, was assassinated during a public event at Utah Valley University. Kirk was speaking to a large audience when he was fatally shot, leaving attendees in shock and the nation grieving. Authorities apprehended the suspect, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, after a 33-hour manhunt. Preliminary reports suggest Robinson may have been radicalized online, adopting extremist leftist ideologies at odds with his conservative family's values, highlighting concerns about political polarization and online influence. In the aftermath, Erica Kirk, Charlie's widow, has emerged as a central figure of resilience and advocacy, pledging to continue her late husband's mission and ensure his voice lives on. In her first public address since the tragedy, she expressed heartfelt gratitude to first responders, law enforcement, and the community for their support. Erica vowed, "No one will ever forget my husband's name," signaling unwavering determination to preserve his legacy. During a widely viewed live stream, she addressed the perpetrator directly, declaring that he had ignited a fire that would continue to inspire millions. Political leaders quickly responded, emphasizing the need for calm and responsible rhetoric. House Speaker Mike Johnson described the assassination as a potential turning point for the nation, urging public figures to reduce divisive language. Utah Governor Spencer Cox denounced the act as a politically motivated assassination, criticizing social media platforms for fostering division and extremism. Former President Donald Trump also condemned the shooting, emphasizing national unity and denouncing political violence. The incident has reignited debates about polarization and the consequences of inflammatory political discourse. Analysts and historians have drawn comparisons between Kirk's assassination and past acts of political violence, including the murders of John F. Kennedy and Martin Luther King Jr. Experts warn that the combination of online radicalization, hyperpartisan rhetoric, and easy access to firearms could make contemporary political climates highly volatile. The tragedy has prompted renewed discussion on democratic fragility, civic responsibility, and the role of media and technology in shaping public behavior, highlighting the importance of careful messaging and the consequences of extreme polarization. Although the assassination took place in the United States, it has resonated internationally, including in Canada. Prime Minister Mark Carney, who assumed office in March 2025, has stressed the importance of civility and unity in public discourse. Canada faces its own challenges, including rising inflation, labor shortages, and economic uncertainty. The events surrounding Kirk's death have reinforced conversations in Canada about political rhetoric, extremism, and the responsibilities of leaders to maintain social cohesion while preventing polarization and unrest from threatening democratic stability. Amid domestic pressures, Prime Minister Carney announced the creation of Build Canada Homes, a federal agency with an initial investment of 13 billion Canadian dollars to address housing shortages. The agency seeks to collaborate with private developers, construct affordable homes, reduce homelessness, and improve access to housing for low-income Canadians. By investing in residential construction, the government hopes to bolster economic stability and address long-standing social issues, demonstrating that domestic priorities remain critical even as international events and political tragedies unfold. Canada's economic situation faces challenges, with the federal deficit projected to surpass 62.3 billion Canadian dollars for the 2025-26 fiscal year. Trade tensions with the United States and other geopolitical uncertainties have increased economic pressures, affecting investment, growth, and fiscal stability. While the government is pursuing diversification to reduce reliance on a single trading partner, global market volatility and domestic pressures create ongoing risks. Policymakers must balance economic growth with social programs and public confidence amid a complex, interconnected global economy. Public unrest in Canada has been rising, fueled by growing frustration over income inequality, healthcare accessibility, and environmental issues. Demonstrations and protests are becoming more frequent as citizens demand tangible solutions. Surveys indicate that most Canadians still express tolerance toward differing political views, but polarization and divisiveness are increasingly evident in public discourse. Governments face the dual challenge of promoting civil debate while addressing systemic grievances and maintaining national unity, highlighting the delicate balance required in managing societal stability. The rapid growth of AI-generated content and deepfake technologies has created ethical and social dilemmas, particularly after high-profile events like Kirk's assassination. While AI tools have been used to honor Kirk's legacy digitally, they also raise concerns about authenticity, consent, misinformation, and manipulation. The role of technology in shaping public perception, political discourse, and societal influence is under intense scrutiny. Policymakers and tech companies are being urged to establish ethical guidelines that balance innovation with accountability and protection of democratic dialogue. In response to the tragedy, leaders and citizens are encouraged to reflect on the consequences of words, actions, and political rhetoric. Charlie Kirk's death underscores the fragility of democratic institutions and the dangers of incivility and extremism in public life. Public discourse now increasingly emphasizes accountability, responsibility, and mutual respect. Communities are challenged to consider the impact of divisive messaging and to uphold civility and democratic values. The event serves as a sobering reminder of the importance of social responsibility and vigilance in preserving democratic norms. The assassination of Charlie Kirk has sparked broader debates on political violence, freedom of speech, and technology's influence in shaping society. Communities mourn, while policymakers evaluate how to safeguard democracy, ensure public safety, and promote civil engagement. Citizens are reminded of their responsibility to participate thoughtfully in political discourse, understanding the consequences of extreme viewpoints and inflammatory language. Kirk's death has catalyzed reflection and dialogue, reinforcing the need for responsible political engagement and the protection of democratic institutions for future generations. Ultimately, Charlie Kirk's legacy is intertwined with lessons about civic responsibility, media influence, and political engagement. His untimely death has galvanized supporters, prompted societal reflection, and reinforced the importance of ethical leadership, accountability, and civic duty. Governments, communities, and individuals face the challenge of navigating social media influence, polarization, and radicalization. Kirk's memory continues to inspire advocacy, reflection, and responsible action, shaping political engagement and public discourse in meaningful and lasting ways.